Chinese Valentine's Day. Chinese Valentine's Day is a beautiful and romantic. It is also a Valentine's Day in China. It is said that 牛郎, the cowards, and 织女, the weaver, are separated by the Milky Way. They will meet on the 7th day on the 7th month of the lunar calendar. The love story that had been passed down through the ages had become the most romantic and beautiful in Chinese traditional festivals. According to legend, the 7th day on the 7th month of the lunar calendar is the day when the Altair and the Vega meet each other, commonly known as the Chinese Valentine's Day. Gradually, it became China Valentine Day. The lovers meet each other on this day, and the feeling lasts for a long time. Legend had it that the Emperor of Heaven has 7 daughters, and the youngest daughter, Zhi Nu, was the most intelligent and cute. The Emperor of Heaven had a group of cows and was handed over to a young man of the cowherd. The two were then in love and even ruined the original work. The Emperor of Heaven was angry and called Magpie to tell them to be temperated. Just meet once every 7 days. But magpies mistaken it as meeting every day. They were very happy and left their works behind. The Emperor of Heaven was furious and decreed that they could only meet each other on the evening of July 7th of the lunar calendar. Later, the weaver girl was brought back to the heaven by the Queen Mother to break up their beautiful marriage. The cowherd caught up with the heavens and was separated by the Queen Mother by the Sky River. Later, the loyalty and love between two of them touched the magpies. 10 millions of magpies fly here, and they built a bridge to let Niu Lang and Zhi Nu walk on the bridge. The Queen Mother had no choice but to allow the two to meet on the bridge on July 7 each year. On the same day, there usually has Durzel, symbolizing the tears of the two people talking about lovesickness. In Taiwan, Minnan dialect called Zhi Nu 7-star goddess, and on July 7th of the lunar calendar is the birth of 7-star goddess, which is called the birthday of the 7-star goddess. The birthday of the 7-star goddess are the protectors of children, and the bed mother is the protector of young children. On the day of the birth of the 7-star goddess, we should prepare sesame oil rice and wine cooked chicken soup and present 7 bowls for the 7-star goddess and her 6 sisters. Southern Fujian Taiwanese have the custom of worshipping the bed mother. The families with young children worship the bed mother this evening, bringing a bowl of sesame oil rice and wine cooked chicken soup to the bed of the children's sleeping room. Worship the bed mother, praying for the child's healthy, sleeping good at night, and burn the joss paper, 四方锦, and tie the red silk thread with copper money. Hand in the child's neck is called Gua Jian. After that, every year on the double 7th, the 7-star goddess are being worshipped, and the red silk thread is replaced until the age of 16. Ghost Festival. On the 15th day on the 7th month of the lunar calendar, it's said that the gate of hell will open on that day, and the ghosts in the underworld will be released. Ghosts with descendants will go home to receive incense and support. Others without descendants wander around and find things to eat in any place where people trace. In the face of the unrecognizable resource of social unrest, Taoist ritual development integrates the Taoism and Buddhism rituals of the Zhongyuan festival in July to settle the evil spirits in hell. In the 7th lunar month of the lunar calendar, in addition to the ghost belief of the Han people, it also incorporates the idea of Taoism and Buddhism. Therefore, in July, the Zhongyuan festival is often referred to as the Zhongyuan Pudu or the Ulambana Deliverance Festival. 盂兰盆会. The folk custom is called the Ghost Festival, the mid of the July. The name of Zhongyuan Pudu is related to Taoist thoughts. Among the gods of Taoism, their heavenly official Tian Guan, the earthly official Di Guan, and the water official Shui Guan. The earthly official Di Guan, who is in charge of guilty. On the 15th of the 7th month of the lunar calendar, the Zhongyuan Day, the deity's birthday befalling to the world, and set the good and evil of the people. The lonely ghost is considered to be deeply guilty, and it's to ask the Taoists to do the something to save the ghost. Ulambana Deliverance Festival is a Chinese translation of Sanskrit meaning to save food and save suffering. Ulambana Deliverance Festival tells Shakyamuni that his disciples will continue to support the 10 kindness in the pot on July 15 to save his mother from the hungry ghosts. Due to the infiltration of Buddhism and Taoism, Zhongyuan Pudu also has different rituals of Buddhism and Taoism. People have held Pudu and Shigu activities in July, including food sacrifice and chanting practice, in order to prevent them from disaster the world, or to ask ghosts to help remove the disease and protect the safety of homes. The ceremony of Zhongyuan Pudu is mainly divided into inviting ghosts, giving food, chanting, and exorcisms. Inviting the ghost is to open the ghost door and welcoming ghosts from the underworld to come to the world. In order to let all the ghosts come to the world from the dark hell, in July of the lunar calendar, people stand in front of the temple to set a lantern and wrote Qing Zhan Zhong Yuan to guide the ghost. The higher the lamp, the larger range of illumination, and more lonely ghosts will come to eat. Therefore, each temple must measure the extent to which it can feed, so as to avoid many ghosts and less foraged, causing ghosts to blame and harm the world. By mid-July, people will kill chickens and kill ducks, burn incense and burn paper, and worship the hungry ghost from the underworld government. People believe that this can resolve their injustice and not to be a disaster. There are slight differences in the way of temples in various places. The customs in the south and north of Taiwan are different. The more representative ones are the launching of water lantern. The Changgu activities are mainly the way of human beings symbolizing ghosts. The Changgu people rush to climb the wood pillars, turning over the gu canopy, and then going straight to the platform to obtain the offerings and flag. Through this achieve to pursue the soul and who do lonely souls participate in the team of 5 people, and they have to work together with human pyramid and rope to climb the canopy covered by tallow, which is not easy to climb. When climbers get to the top of the platform, cross the platform with overhead kick, then grab the gu and continue to climb up the platform until they can cut off the flag, that is standing at the top of the platform. At this time, the Changgu people is 8-story high above the ground. This is a folk movement that combines physical strength, skill, courage, and team spirit, and it also contains the spirit of Pudu lonely souls. Floating lamp, also known as river lamp or lake lamp. It is a type of lamp that floats on the surface of water. It is to put the ignited lamp into the water and float it. The water lantern is a ritual of worship, send away the disasters and welcome happiness. It is a ritual that also believed by guiding the souls in the water. Let the lights shine, greeting the souls, help to guide dead souls of directions and invite to enjoy the incense. There is a Pudu flag on the water lanterns in Taiwan. Before the water lanterns, you should write Qing Zhan Zhong Yuan Guang Shi Yu Lan Jing Feng Yin Guang Ming Hui Pu Zhao, and so on, and write your own name. Let the soul know which donor is dedicated to the worship. But there are also people who directly wrote on the lantern without using the flag. Taiwanese custom believes that the farther the water lantern floats, the more the donor of the water lantern were blessed. There are also rows of water lanterns, which is the hanging lantern on the rafts, attracting lonely souls and hungry ghosts to enjoy the Pudu offerings. Because of the fear that the ghost who came to the world couldn't be satisfied with the desire of food, the cautious market such as Lu Gang, starting from the ghost gates opening, the street people grouped and turned to provide daily sacrifices for peace. Mid-Autumn Festival. There are many different kinds of festival in Taiwan, but in all festival, there's probably no festival like the Mid-Autumn Festival, because Mid-Autumn Festival has the round and bright moon than any other day. The bright moon shining through the earth emits a soft glow. Therefore, since ancient time, Mid-Autumn Festival is a romantic festival belonging to the Chinese people. Chinese culture has the most famous story of the origin of the Mid-Autumn Festival. There are many versions of the legend in the folk. The general content is according to legend. There are 10 suns in ancient times. Everything is being declined, and the heroes will shoot for 9 suns to save the people. After Ho Yi getting a fairy medicine from the Queen Mother, eating it, you can live long and won't get old. However, after he refused to give up his wife, he left the medicine to Chang'e one day when Ho Yi wasn't there. Pan Nan, who was guilty, threatened Chang'e to hand over the fairy medicine, and Chang'e swallowed the fairy medicine and rushed immediately became a fairy, drifted off the ground, flew out of the window, and flying into the sky. Chang'e was worried about her husband. She flew to the moon closest to the world and stayed in Guanghan Palace forever. After Ho Yi returning, he desperately chased to the moon. When the moon was particularly bright, he could see the shadow of Chang'e, but he chased 3 steps. The moon regressed 3 steps. He stepped back 3 steps. The moon came into 3 steps. No matter what, he could not catch up. Since then, the husband and wife had been separated forever. After people heard that Chang'e had rushed to the moon, they set up an incense case under the moon and prayed for peace and auspiciousness. This gradually formed the custom of Mid-Autumn Festival. Since the activities of the Mid-Autumn Festival are mostly related to the moon, it had been regarded as the festival of worshipping the moon since ancient times. The main activities include worshipping the moon, praying to the land, walking the moon, eating moon cakes, so on. All of which are derived from the moon. Among them, walking the moon refers to the Mid-Autumn Festival walking under the moon and the bright moon breeze. Eat moon cakes means a happy reunion. In addition, there is a custom of eat pomelo, taking pomelo, and yo homophonic, the representative of being protected by the moon. As for the barbecue, it's the recent event of the Mid-Autumn Festival. It's also a symbol of reunion in the moonlight with family and friends. The food of Mid-Autumn Festival is moon cake, just like the rice dumplings. For Dragon Boat Festival, moon cakes can be divided into 4 types: flat, shu shi, Taiwanese style, and Cantonese style. The flat style is the moon cake of Beiping. The method is like making clay oven rolls. The outer skin is crispy and delicious. Shu shi mooncake skin is multi-layered and thin layer, soft and white, sweet and delicious. And the outer skin looser and whiter the better. The outer skin of the Cantonese style mooncake is similar to la pastry. It's famous for its stuffing. Traditional Taiwanese mooncake are also known as mooncakes. They are made of sweet potatoes, which is sweet but not greasy, soft and delicious. The pomelo is homophonic with yo zi and contains auspicious meaning. Before and after the Mid-Autumn Festival, the pomelo was the best harvest time and had become the food of the Mid-Autumn Festival. Taiwan Ma Dou Wen Dan is the most famous. Due to the local soil and water factors, the quality is the first in the production of Taiwan's pomelo. Among them, the steeple with round bottom and thin outer skin ones are the best, and its meat is white and juicy. The flavor is excellent and renowned at home and abroad.